Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and a huge thank you to each and every single one of you that continuously supports my channel, whether new or existing subscribers. A huge welcome to all of my new subscribers that has joined Home with Simone over the last couple of weeks. Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you all. Today's video is a DIY. We're going to be sprucing up this dollar store snowflake. I use them as coasters. They're not in the dishes section. You've got to look in the Christmas decoration section, and more where the wood items are. And then you'll need your Glam wrap and glue sticks and then a glue gun. Now, doing this, when at the point of filming this, I had no voice, just getting over the flu. So I'm doing a voiceover, and there are quite a bit of struggles that I ran into. I would recommend to use crazy glue and not hot glue because of all of the different angles. But if you want to use the hot glue, you can. It came out beautifully. It's just that it was extremely trying, to be honest, because the hot glue made it very difficult for it to lay flat as it comes out in a blob instead of a smooth liquid. So that's why I'm suggesting to go with a crazy glue. But again, the hot glue is okay. I cut my bling wrap into strips. Now this bling wrap I got, oh goodness, years ago from Amazon. I don't even know if I can find the link, but I know I do have it in another one of my Glam DIY videos. So I'll see if I can find it and if it's available. I count 8 stones in, and then I cut it. And so that's what I'm using as reference to go around my snowflake. Be patient. I always say this when doing DIYs. I always say, don't rush the process. Do this when you have time and you're not like in a rush to go anywhere or do anything. I actually had a movie on and I took my time, and this took me just over an hour to do because of the type of snowflake I chose. Now there's different kinds. You don't have to choose one that has so much little ridges. It would be easier if there was, one that was a little bit more simple. If you use like a round or square, even triangle shapes would be really cute for holiday coasters or just coasters in general. I initially got these with the intention of doing a different sort of DIY. And when I was looking through all of my stuff, I realized, I still have some of this bling wrap. I'm just going to use it. And I'm so happy that I did. So this is me sticking it on. Now the wrap I'm using does have a sticky side, but as you can tell, this wrap has been used and reused and reused. So the sticky side of it is not as strong. If you're using one with a very strong sticky side, you won't even need glue because it will just adhere to the wood beautifully. The other options that there is when doing this, and I love doing a DIY, that you can get inspiration for other styles of decor. So this would be bling, but if you had roping or ribbon, you can do the exact same thing, follow the same process, and just personalize it a little bit, add a little bit of pizzazz to it. I'm using the scissors here, and this is the parts I was saying that's difficult with the glue. I'm using the scissors to go down in those deeper ridges of my snowflake, and having to put glue in there, it makes it hard. It creates like a bit of a bump, so I have to push down really, really hard. This bling wrap was actually a bit on the expensive side, so it could take the manhandling that I was given to it. But just keep in mind the type of material that you're using, not to put too much pressure to damage it, because then it is going to show up after. You see how big the blob is? If that was a crazy glue, it would just be liquid and it would be so much easier, because when I'm going through those little ridges, that blob itself, it pushes the bling wrap out a little further and makes it a tight squeeze. So it was truly a struggle. I'm not going to lie. It was a struggle. That's why I wanted to show you guys in real time how this, I mean, we're like 5 minutes in and I'm still on the first three bumps of the snowflake. So again, it's the shape. If I had gone for a circle or a square, something a little bit easier, I would be done by now. It would be part of my 5 minute crafts, right? But this is definitely a little bit more time consuming. Just fast forwarding it a bit for you guys here so that you're not just stuck watching an hour of me struggle with this. But it's worth the struggle. This, believe it or not, this had to have been one of my harder DIYs, again, because of the shape of it. But it was so gratifying. Like when I was done, I would do this again. I only made one, and I'm thinking of giving this as a gift. So I'm going to check to see if I have enough of the bling wrap and see if I can do another one. If not, I guess I just have one blinged out snowflake coaster that I could use in my office. I left the side of it. There's not even an inch. It's such a tiny little space on the bottom. I just showed you where you could see the wood clearly. That's done on purpose. That part's going to be facing down. And I did that just in case a little bit of liquid was to spread. It'll go there before the bling wrap. I mean, if you spill a huge drink, then it will wet the entire thing. But I wanted to just ensure that the bling wrap also is not going to be scraping against any of the surfaces. Because any of you that use bling wrap will know that those little diamonds can be sharp at times. And I didn't want to be moving the coaster and it's causing damage on my books or my tabletop or my countertop or my office desk. So I decided to leave a little bit of space to prevent any of that. And also, if something was to spill, then, it doesn't go right into the bling wrap first. The majority of it will go in that little area and then be absorbed into the wood. I actually tried these out as regular coasters before I even wrapped this one. I've been using them for weeks. Absolutely love them. I don't know why I never thought of using these for coasters before. I love the thickness of it. I love the size of it. If you have like a really large mug, it can definitely house that. And I have some larger mugs for like tea and hot chocolate. They fit on it perfectly. So if you guys are struggling with the small coasters or you have to use paper towel because the mug that you're using or even the bowl, like if you're sitting down to have a bowl of soup and you're in your living room, you can use this as a coaster to rest that bowl of soup on. It fits on it beautifully and prevents any heat or any moisture from going onto your furniture. So I'm really happy that I actually picked these up because there's so much use for it. Also, if you're not into using it as a coaster, you can use it as regular decor. You can put it into jars and have it look like cookies. You can hang it up on your tree if you've got like a natural tree with the strong branches. You can make holes and suspend it from the ceiling. You can also have the kids do a really nice DIY craft for their teachers, and whether they want to paint it or put stamps or put little bows, whatever it is, it can really be customized and personalized. You can transfer pictures on it and really make it super personal. I know transferring on wood was something big years ago. You can still do that now. So this is such a creative and useful craft that you can do. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Guys, this is how it turned out. I'm obsessed. It's so beautiful. Whether the light is on or off, this particular bling wrap is gorgeous. I want to show you with a couple different glass sizes how it looks. I should have used a bowl as well to show you guys, but I didn't even think about it at the time. So this is just a regular glass that I would use for water or juice. And then this is my hot chocolate or tea glass. It's a little bit on the smaller side. And then here is a larger mug that fits on it perfectly. Like, this is to tell you the scale of these snowflakes. And it doesn't look tacky, which is funny because it has the potential to look a mess. But I think all in all, guys, this craft came out wonderful. I love it. Like I said, it's great to get those creative juices going, and you can use this as a multi-gift option. I hope you guys enjoyed today's DIY. I hope I was able to inspire you all to think outside the box, get creative, and have fun. See you in the very next video.